You wanna move settings, viewers and subscribers. And we not need no ladder. Gaza Nation, you know the something go. A Jaden Chase, the dancehall correspondent. Yes, the Gaza representative. And viewers and subscribers, today move forward for discuss with a matter that I personally agree with. But more you want to have a step on the matter. Do you think that what is taking place currently, the issue brought forward to us by Isaac Buchanan, that the office of the DPP is deliberately, viewers and subscribers, causing a delay in the Privy Council proceedings? Talk to me. I'm going to tell you why first and foremost for all who are watching the play forward, no about the playback. In my own personal opinion, releasing the phone or sending the phone overseas is not that big of an issue. Being that there's already court transcripts saying that first and foremost, remember when the team, both their team and the team of the defense, examined the device locally, we found that first and foremost the device, yes, was tampered with because the way the evidence was retrieved or what they deemed as evidence was retrieved. They may have to tamper with the device and have to seam them or stitch them back together. So in my own personal opinion, that is clearly tampered with evidence if there is any form of tampered with evidence. So I'll go on the like this one. Clear the chat, drop the like on the live, and share the live. As soon as you drop in, drop a like on the live and share the live so the people can know. So we're there start all the live reasoning. Live call-in discussion, yes. So we're going to open the call lines in a moment. We just want to go and raise the people. Edmonds, big up yourself, you know the thing. Omar, big up yourself, you know the thing. My G, man. They are going all the vibes, are going all the reason. We want to feel like, say yes, the DPP is deliberately trying to sabotage the Privy Council court proceedings. What you feel? What you feel in your own personal opinion? Based off of all that has transpired, all of the information that we have presented to you, and all of the information brought across the media, especially with Isaac making his public statement, even though some people that say it caused some legal concerns, some legal issues, but still personally feel like it was the right move. Because you know the thing on my G, man, I up move settings, man. I wouldn't need no ladder. One nation no dance and we out here go and represent. We'll go on the likes though, drop a like on the live. Share the live with them know so we're there, so all the reason. Share the live. Drop a like on the live too as well. KK good as you know the thing going on, man. Always a pleasure. Invasion boss. Invasion, that may I say. Now, in my own personal opinion, and it's also opinion shared by many, the teachers empowered the youth, especially people that call people in the inner city, people in the garrison. You see, dancehall has done so much for everybody involved, all different stakeholders, whether it be artists, entertainers, producers, promoters, anybody involved in the dancehall genre. Now, the teachers pointed out and used the dancehall genre to point out all of the different things that we are going with that, not just the dancehall industry, but also with social and economical, the problems that we face. Some people feel like the dancehall music was limited to just the dancing, just the dancing and the dance and the shake up and the liquor drinking and, you know what I mean, the herb and this and that. Yes, that is an aspect of dancehall music, but no longer is dancehall music limited to certain views and lyrical content. Remember, at one point in time, people that expect, if you're going to take a stanza, if you're going to talk about something you see go on in the country at large, you don't expect a Rastafarian and a reggae artist to talk about it. But the teachers touch certain social matters, even as some hardcore dancehall song. As somebody will continue to educate the youth through music. And some people they feel like said that was a distraction. Like through music people would be distracted. But the teachers found a way to also educate individuals on the business side of the music and just using the music to tell people things that most people never really know. Some feel like say that kind of angered the powers that be. Plus, when you realize it was an individual with that much influence in the island who was not aligned or never go out of them way if you align themselves to any particular political party. and at the same time refuse to be controlled by those who govern the music industry. Then they realize about wait, we have a problem with this individual. Oh, we gotta calm him down. A years before we see what take place with the teacher in a hotel. A years them a try for the teacher before that. And me personally tell you that. Years before once it take place in a hotel, them did a try for the teacher. It just never work. It just never work. But them a try for the teacher for years now. It no new. Even Vybz Kartel say it in certain songs. Say it no new, know the fight. And they know where the fighter come from. For certain fans and certain other people who just look upon the situation, then probably I say, yo, then, as the G say, why it's so important to keep this? Yeah, man, never a personal vendetta against the teacher. The powers that be do. Some would say, we don't know if the office of the DBP or not the head of the office of the DPP. We don't know why she has such a personal grudge against the teacher. We don't really know. Some would say she was just instructed and she basically follow instructions. So somebody out there, and there is merit to that statement. Marcus outmove Mama G, man. We say from 08. Yeah, Cardo. Them know them have a fear for the nation. Because I'm going to show you something of dancehall music. And even we as a nation right now, we still need to get more solidified. Because watch this. Since the days of Alliance, when Bounty and Teacher and Bling and Wayne and all the other members, we don't call the Baba name. You need forward in the later days. But anyway, that was the first time in years that we have seen dancehall music or dancehall artists forward together to form a conglomerate, show some form of unity, some form of strength as an entire block. Now, the Portmore Empire and the Gaza Nation in this day and age remains as the only, well, you know, the Portmore Empire is no longer, but Gaza Nation as a movement in a dancehall music remains as the only solid, firm movement in a dancehall music. Think about it. Other than Vybz Kartel, I mean, I make this statement boldly. Which other artists you can name in the comment section right now? Where me and you can say, watch out, that artist in particular, fan base, is bigger than Gaza Nation. Talk to me. Talk to me. Me and wait. Talk to me. There's no other dancehall artist out there that we can say have that stance in a dancehall music. That level of notoriety. See, that man say, I could know nobody. How move Cresta, you know the thing, man. Nobody at all, none of them. Now have the fan base of Vybz Kartel having a dancehall music. So at this point in time, that is also another concern for certain people who like to control the thoughts of people. You have people like to do this. Whether it be the music industry, the movie industry, the entertainment scene, wherever it is, you have some people who like to control the choices they may have. So it's either you're going to be this or you're going to be that. You have some artists who have spotted the play too as well and decided that what? While them can't join me, because you know what I mean, we not going to ever associate ourselves with these individuals. Them realize about wait. Them can associate themselves by attaching themselves as well. The opposite force. So even some artists have realized that in a dancehall music there is only one nation. And if the nation now going to accept you, well, you can be hated by the nation and receive attention in that form. So you have some people that go about it that way. But in a dancehall music, I must say this boldly, I'm glad to be a part of the nation. One nation in a dancehall music. I must see the play. Artists see the play, fans see the play, or just one nation in a dancehall music. Talk to me. No other artists have the fan base of Vybz Kartel. Now, today I drop a vlog on a reason too. But we can continue reasoning about it too. The new EP we're gonna drop. Yeah, more want to talk to the nation about it. The new EP we're gonna drop. People have only concerns about, you know what I mean, the tracks we are dropping and these and that and that. All valid concerns. And we'll see why people have the concerns in mind. But let's say this. You see, this EP is just Vybz Kartel being true to the promise we make to him youth them. And to him musical youth them as well. Sika being featured on both of the last album projects. Afghans and Divas and also Tuta Nation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the teacher fulfill the fact that him say, yo, we're going to give you all the way you need to start off a thriving music career. We would expect nothing less from Vybz Kartel, Addy the Daddy. We expect nothing less when it comes to female them. Of course, you know. Big up Iko. You know what I mean? Recently celebrating strong. You know what I mean? Double digits. 10. You know the something go. Big up yourself, Iko. Blessings and respect for time, young general. World boss Junior himself. Now, look at Vybz and look at Addy. Definitely have thriving careers currently and a promising musical career. Now, people have said this. The fan base and the demographic. It is key for know say you have to put out certain songs geared towards a certain demographic. Being a teen, it is key to put out music that the teenage crowd will gravitate to. It is true. It is true. I will definitely agree with that statement. So for all who say, yo, certain style of music, certain songs, certain subject matter, more fitting, yeah, we know the music industry work. But at the same time, when you bring a fresh idea, when you bring innovation, there's no way that someone who is not a part of that process can really tell you, say, yo, don't do this or don't do that, because you are trying to bring something fresh and something new. So with that being said, them still have to figure out a way or put out certain songs and then decide which songs work better for them as young artists, because they don't know the definitely who are listening to music currently. Because remember, One Nation of dancehall music, so of course the Gaza Nation, I give them full support. As soon as them drop a track, we stream it, we grab it, we drop our comments, we do what we need to do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, them need to still create a fan base of their own. Meaning say, put out certain songs and see which songs sell most for you, which songs the international crowd react to more. Like when Little Addy drop Dollar Sign, when me hear Dollar Sign, I know so that you have a space in the dancehall industry. Yeah, from me hear Dollar Sign, the lyrical content, the subject matter, the way the flow are going, me I say, yeah, Little Addy, you have it. You don't have to go school for it, you don't have to rehearse, practice or prepare. You have it. The natural born talent. Then Little Vybz have the feature for the Gaza. Teacher the feature upon that. You know what I mean? Me hear him sound, me hear him vibe, me I say, yes, me can hear the growth in your sound as a youth. But it's when him drop daily. Little Vybz drop daily, me I say, yes, youth. But say the international appeal, that this we are talk about. Now dancehall music, this we are talk about. Not people talk about the crossover sound, or how you crossover, or why you crossover, or who go crossover. But at the end of the day, if the sound is not still authentically dancehall, but it don't incorporate different aspects of world music, how will the track crossover? So them have all of what it takes. They must have put in the work, people, and you know, I put out different songs to then decide which style of music is best to fit their brand of the Gaza Nation. And that's why they already found out with them old settings, a UTG, a Uptown Gaza. They might bring them own thing to the table. They have their own style, their own patterns. They have big them up for that. I'll give big up yourself, I don't understand. But up move my G, man. You know what I mean? One Nation of the game. Now, as I say, viewers and subscribers, I want to talk to me. I want to talk to me. Do you feel that the office of the DPP is deliberately, I'm going to say it again, deliberately trying to hold back or stop, impede, delay the UK Privy Council process by refusing to release these two phones after them already examine it over and over? How much more time them need for them witness to be present while it's at take place? The amount of time what them a look for? School attach, man. What them a look for? She's saying that she would like that representation from our country to be there. No, it sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good when them say it that way then. But that's just them trying to pretty up the hack pen. At the end of the day, remember, experts locally have already said this. The device was tampered with. There's no if, no but, no maybe. The Privy Council is however saying that for their UK proceedings, they will need it examined again. Just so that them can have all the documents and, you know, cross all the T's and dot all the I's when them proceed in the UK. Then why them not free up a phone? Up move Mama G, man, Iraq, you know the thing of Mama G, man. Why they not flip the phone? What phone I do for you at this moment in time? You not plan for do nothing with the phone, you know? Because you have already said this, that yes, the evidence is there and you retrieved it the right way and you did all of what you supposed to do. So you done. So why not give the phone so we can do what we need to do? We're not saying we want the phone for you. Somebody use them phone right now. We don't want the phone for you. If you give me the phone and the phone miss up, then that will not be a clear say, yo, we take the phone and miss up the phone. That is not the plan. But them know. Them knows that certain things will be revealed if that will take place. And them don't want that gone. It clears them don't want that gone, viewers and subscribers. That's my only opinion. I don't see it no other way. I try to look upon it from all different angles, and that's the only conclusion that I have arrived at. I don't arrive at no other conclusion. So I bring question to you. What the fuck? Fire phone there, you know. I'm going to ready up the fire phone. You know what I mean? I'm going to ready up the fire phone, viewers and subscribers. The fire phone up and running. You know what I mean? So we're going to open the call lines. Oh, move, Kartel, you know the thing go. Yeah, fully Gaza. Them feel like them could have stopped the nation and the nation movement. Because you know what them like for do. Them like to feel like say because them are the system, and over the years the system has gotten away with a lot of atrocities in my own personal views. People, especially in the justice system, the dollar value or the amount of funds we take for push on with certain things in certain situations. Most people have given up. For the people who really feel like say, alright, they're gonna fight them case or fight them, you know, we have never seen it really pass the Privy court, the appeal court stage. So because the teacher said, what you know, all the way, we are going right to the Privy Council. We not stop. We not take no shortcut, you know, but we just not stop. We are go straight forward. No matter what them try, we refuse to be deterred. No, because the teacher presented that way, and address the matter as such. Them feel like say, I true that touch. But you see, at the same time, Jamaica is also a part of what we call the world government. Means just like when you have things like the EU and, you know, we are part of a system. That's why we not have no trade embargo or we can do business with any country that we choose to do business with. Because, you know, we are in good settings. That means our laws have to be on par with what the world say. And if the world is saying this is how court proceedings are handled, this is how court matters are handled, then them can't go around that. When people are going to say you can't have tampered with evidence being admitted in open court and then use it to secure the conviction of an innocent individual, and the world says so justice around, then you can't do it locally. You can't use draconian laws as soon as them fit you. You can't play around with the evidence. Present it how you feel like to present it. Change what you feel like to change. Add on what you feel like to add on. You can't do it that way. No, and I say you do it. So to stay in the EU, to stay, well, that's the European Union, but for staying in the world government settings that we in right now, we have to do law just like how any other country do law. And for some people who don't know this, there is a tribunal where even if you're in a particular country, as long as you're a part of this worldwide conglomerate, if there are certain major atrocities that you commit while you are in the office of either being the Prime Minister or Governor General, there is a place for try you there too as well. So some people might feel like they escape and them do so and get to son. If they not keep with the same system with them claims that them follow up, the system have a place for try even the bigger heads. We know say locally, it would have never happen. Because then they buy out all of who for buy out. But there are places where. Alright, so first call here. Up move, my G.
Gaza Nation, why pray?
There, man. Chap down, you know the thing, man. What they are going with the reason? Hear the reason, let me say. You feel like, say, in your own personal opinion, that the office of the DPP deliberately are try for cause a delay in a Vybz Kartel and all co-accused Privy Council process by refusing to release the phone even though them examined the phone already, and local experts have said this, that the device was tampered with. It's just that the Privy Council, because the new is almost like a new trial start in a sense, so they want an next expert now where them can claim as credible from the UK for examine the device, document them need for documents. That's when them go over it in the Privy Council matters in the UK. Them can say, alright, this was what was found. You feel like she deliberately try to slow up the process or delay the process?
Yeah, man, that them other man, cause they know say yo, you tampering in our phone and them thing, so them a try hold back it out thing. I don't want to look shame on them still, but we already see so them can't do nothing to stop it.
Them a try to take the disgrace out of them eye, because you are going now. It's a certain matters, even though some people might say, but boy, them things happen in the country for years now. Yeah, it happened in the country locally, but notice, and everything we put out in the newspaper. And we put certain things in the newspaper, you don't really read in the English news, or you're not going to see it in the world news. But things of this matter because Vybz Kartel case is one of the biggest cases the Caribbean has ever seen. More people are pay attention to it. And being the fact that our highest court is not locally, but our highest court is based in the UK, as you see with the process right now. If you want to get the thing sorted out the real way, you have to carry the thing over the Privy Council. So you realize that our highest court is not locally. Our highest court is based in the UK. So with that being said, certain people can still face, whether they're going to lose them job, maybe somebody go to jail, but at the end of the day, certain wrongs will be right. And then certain people have to go pay for certain things to take place. Because you know, in our company, when something go wrong, somebody have to get fired. Normally the bigger heads just try to roll the blame down the ladder. So if something missing our courts, first the manager get a call, him say something go on. Him call the floor manager blame a worker, the worker they lose them job. So you think normally play out. So somebody somewhere might have to feel it.
When teacher win the case, Jamaican will change the whole court system because them other get to you same way as
same way.
Other get to you when you understand what I say.
Other innocent youth we just can't afford the right legal team. Because if you see what go on the teacher case, the teacher innocent, nobody nothing. And at the same time, look upon what go on. Imagine if him that work with legal aid. That's the free lawyer them with the system gear. Imagine if him have one them free lawyer there. What do you think with them?
Long time, man, we not people that hear what on the dog. Told them that he with that. A good thing that got be funds, right?
A good thing the G funds up. And the G can stay so we must say, alright, that them a try. We're gonna deal it that way. We not stop fight. Whole heap of ghetto. Yo, it's the legal aid thing, them not fight for poor people, you know, man. The legal aid thing, them not fight for poor people. Plus the system already set away against the poor already. So you see how that go.
Now, if the government itself can't see nothing in that and make her do something about that.
But when I feel them thing. But notice. But notice, my G, when it's convenient for them deal the right way. From homeboy take the money from Upper Maritime, you know hear nothing more about it. You wonder if him all fly out. From homeboy and him friend of Upper Maritime take the whole heap of money from the educational system, you know hear nothing more about it.
True, man.
So it come like when it's convenient for them. It's either him get the penalty or the man should get 150 to life because of the youth them him got. And they have one youth, him got the entire system itself. So the man should get 150 to life if he never get the penalty. And that's my personal opinion that. Because with the system. I don't
force him to do that, but I should catch him now.
So you think play up on him away where you think boil out. Because more while, you know, them have the potter bubble, you know. But when they start boil over enough people see, then them have to just say, yo, you know, like them surprised and address the matter. And I say the same thing reach a court and way, but them know what go on long time. You know what thing when them call audit, you know. Yeah, them run audit all the while and know what go on. That's them, for them thing, them have something them did behind closed door where the money circulate and you take your funds and you make a piece reach him and the money circle. Yeah.
Politician they link in both sides.
Yeah, man.
You know, man.
A one conglomerate, man.
We are your reason, so the reason everything.
Yeah, man. A one conglomerate. A one conglomerate, man, my dog, man. That's why some people are saying they miss for this party or that party. I say do your thing. But make sure say yo, because you support a party than the individual support a party. They're not supposed to cause a disagreement between the two on, you know, because at the end of the day, when the MPs and the councillors and the red, them are friend and them good. So why you as a supporter of them for say, oh, you know, man, I deal with such just because such man said that a party. Then nah, man, you need to kick off for a different reason, man. Nobody kick off for one a party thing. Because at the end of the day, them man they are friend bridging. You see me? And them are not for we, them are for themselves and who benefit. You know what I mean? So that's how my views there with the whole system there. If it benefit you and you do what you have to do. You know what I mean? That's solely something go. But the corruption clear. And in 2020, certain things need to sort out. At 2020 now, man, someone are going like say a 1980 when they go on with a big thing there and people is amazed and whenever they do know where I go on and no, a different day and age now. A different day and age now. You see me? You can't fool the people all the time. So that's my point of view upon it, my G, man. I feel like say you personally. Alright, my G. You know the thing go, man, chop down. Big up the whole Clarendon, whole May Penny, you know the settings go.
Alright, I deal with you outside, man.
Outside, man, without fear.
And the whole I G them, see me.
Bless up the ones, them, man, my dog, man. A one nation in the Gaza, know the something go. Up move, my G, man. It's clear, the fans them see. It's clear, man, the fans them see. That there's no other way to explain the refusal by the office of the DPP and releasing the digital device, the mobile devices rather, than the fact say, oh, there's a clear cover up. Some people just now want certain things brought to the light. Some people feel like say, oh, just because locally the government said this and that is the end all and be all to everything. No. At the end of the day, if when the teacher win him case, if the UK should recommend that maybe something should change, or there's other situations that should be looked at in the local justice system. Remember, at the governor, I'm not sure how serious the situation is, because I'm not realizing, I don't know if most people realize, at the Governor General allow the DPP to continue to be the DPP. You didn't know that? It wasn't the office of the Prime Minister. It wasn't your councillor, your MP. It was not you who allowed her to continue her tenure as being the lead prosecutor at the office of the DPP. It was the Governor General himself. Now, what kind of power does the Governor General have locally? Where does he get his source of power from? The Governor General is a representation of the Queen here locally. That is all the Governor General is. So locally, he is the representative of the Queen right up on the island. So you see the JDF answer directly to the Governor General. I don't know if most people didn't know that. So yes, the JDF is actually owned and controlled by the UK. And that's a reason for another time. But all who have family in the JDF and all who know people in the JDF, ask them for themselves. Ask them for themselves. That's just it. So, at the same time, you see why it's so serious, or why the powers that be are so concerned with this matter. I'm not going to go out of my way and give no numbers that I am not sure of. But think about it. How much cases have you heard that have taken place locally that have been brought to the UK Privy Council? And something this will happen every other day, every other year, every other month. This not happen regularly. So the fact that this high level of corruption will be showcased took the UK
And as our defense team is pointed out, these unscrupulous acts were carried out. Up move try, you know there's something go. Were carried out, orchestrated, organized, and authorized by the ODPP. And the lead prosecutor for the ODPP was granted an extension at her job by the Governor General. So here you go. It look like some people tying with certain corruption. And I saw it go look to other people as well. I saw it go look. Somebody somewhere will have a feel it. But I know what to go to jail about. See somebody somewhere. PHN. What the PHN for? I know the acronym there. Danity, what the acronym there? PHN. Talk to me. I know the acronym them and that. Talk to me. But at the same time, them know heads are gonna roll somewhere. Somebody somewhere gonna feel it. You see it. And that is why now, maybe, as I say, people assume that the DPP was just following instructions. There was no personal grudge against the teacher. But because she was instructed to do all that you can, pull out all the stops, secure his conviction by any means. Because this individual refuses to be controlled by us. So do what you can do for rein mean, which is another saying for, you know what I mean? Try to tame him. The teacher refused. The teacher refused. Him say, watching no matter what I try. Our mind remains strong. You know, might put the physical flesh behind the bars. But I can't silence my voice, my thoughts, my ideas. They may live on long after him. And we see it in the music right now. Where we can look on any artist. You name an artist right now. I'm a guarantee I can tell you something we take from Vybz Kartel along the way in my musical career. Name an artist now. I guarantee you, just call an artist name. And we can tell you either a song, something about him image, something about the style, lyrical content, the way he conduct himself in an interview, and we can tell you which artist he take that from. And we can point out specific instances where the artist was doing this long before these artists even started Vice song. So not just speculation. We have the facts. The evidence is there. We don't have to tamper with it. Like how them tamper with for them evidence. But talk to me, the call lines open, you know. Call lines are still open. Call in on me what you have to say. Know what I mean? And even if you disagree, we can reason it out. Let's see why you disagree. Know what I mean? And yes man settings. So if you not agree, or you have a reason where you can say, boy, you know, so me feel like say that go on, make that go on. Call him, I could talk about it. But me what you have to say. Know what I mean? Okay, what you have to say. Call lines open. Drop a number in the chat. I normally say realize I see nobody with the range on the live. What go on? I wonder if them know so we live. I wonder if the ones them know so we live. I think the ones them know we live, you know. But the ones them know we live. Because I doubt most people even know we live right now. Because I want to see the ones them with the range. But 876-8167-89 is the number for the call line. And I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Yeah, very interested to hear what you have to say. Up move, Sean. Anything on line, man. They are going to hold them, man. You see me? Up move said, how that? Box. Box them, general. You know the thing of a G, man. Up move, man, fam. They are going to put in the work more consistently so you can see, look out for the live them on a regular basis. We plan to go live around 7, but with the live now, so I just saw the thing go. You know what I mean? But you can start look out for the live on a more consistent basis. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ansman, up move, my G. Got the whole block, you know the thing go, man. Fully active. Yeah, man, we out here, man, without fear, man, my G, man, I go on to do work. You know what I mean? I go on do this right. What I go on the live? Share the live, share the live, share the live. But no, when the notifications them go, when the notifications them go, share the live. But talk to me though. It's clear at this point in time. And as I say, big up Isaac Buchanan and all other members of the legal team. We are continuing to put in the fight. despite all of what them a try. So them try with Isaac recently. After time go someone say, yo, this a go on people, I make the world know. Them a say, oh, them a go report this, and them a go report that. The GSM Dave now look at them. Okay, big up yourself. Skull, you know the thing go. The GSM Dave now look at them. Big up Isaac. Fearless. As a matter of fact, it's in your pursuit of justice, especially when you know you're right about a particular situation. Never take no for answer. And don't make them try to belittle you, bully you, or try to get you to change your talk, change your statement. Stand by what you say. Corruption has taken place. We see it, the fans see it, legal counsel see it. Even at one point in time, it was clear. The DPP herself said the reason why she disliked the statement so much that Isaac made was the fact that even the prosecutors that are working for the office of the DPP have started to agree that, look at them, there's clearly foul play. Meaning say, them say where them cross the lines more than once for secure the conviction and initial trial. Then in the appeal court, them see when them do it again. And now in this process, with them refusing to release the mobile devices, people are saying, but wait, this never need to happen. In a different circumstances, we just hand over the device and them do what them are doing, and the matter would proceed. So why is it so important to keep this particular case at a standstill? I am sure with the backlog with the court from 2018 till now, them supposed to still have them hands full of deal with whole heap of other cases. One wall of other cases supposed to still deal with now. So where them find the time? If you go out of them way, if you impede the proceedings of this particular case. Think about it. I can't just the fact that them I think about them scores. Like how much case them win versus how much case them lose. Because them secure conviction for whole heap of innocent youth. So the conviction rate is up. All the way up. So I don't think she worried about that. I think what they are worried about, viewers and subscribers, is the evidence reaching the light. The evidence that, of course, the device was tampered with. And this was organized and orchestrated and authorized by them. Yeah, I don't feel like the JCF go out for them way if go do it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, even if them go out of them way for to do it, if there was any code of ethic at the ODPP, when them realize how this take place, them should be the one for say, oh, but no, you know, say this take, we're not going to use this. We refuse to use this piece of evidence because of the way it was retrieved. I am no member of the JCF or no member of the prosecution team, but we see it play out in the documentaries all the while. They will instruct them, say, what you know, when you retrieve the evidence, try and make sure, say, you don't cross the lines, or you don't do this, or you don't do that, because each evidence must be cross-examined. Each piece of evidence can be, or is up for cross-examination. But in this particular situation, them no want to give you the phone them. Why them no want to give you the phone them? Remember, them not in the forensics. There's no DNA. There's no physical body. There's no scene where them can tell us that the thing take place there. There's no proof other than the fact that a few conversations were spliced and pieced and stitched together for try to build a conversation or for trying to present a conversation to the public so that people could start interpret it in their own different way. Because when people, after certain people hear what they dubbed as the quote-unquote vice notes, certain people already start to make up their mind. And I say, boy, then this individual is guilty. This should happen to this individual. Because here we must say, here we go on, look on Ray. But them not keeping in mind that this is just information being presented to you. And you have no way of authenticating it. All you can do is listen to it and just, you know what I mean, decide where you choose to decide and that split second without you having all the facts anyway. So, but people did start to make up their mind after that was released to the public. And think about it. Who you think released that voice note or those voice note or the files containing those voice notes? All right, it's upon the platform, they make sure they put it in. They make sure they put it right so upon the platform so any and everybody could have go hear it. So any and anybody could have go make up their mind and decide, say, boy, it sound like a data go on, you know. Or it sound like them do it for that. Or it sound like that was the agenda. Look like a that go on for true. So as them can persuade the public opinion. And that is why now, when Isaiah point out it, and I tell the people, them say, yeah, but look, them never want to give the device to go examine. Them see the play too. We are also doing what? Talking to the public. Getting the public's opinion. What the public feel about it. We say it up on TV, Jay. See it there. The issue is real. The issue is real. Because when this is proven that yes, the device was tampered with and it was authorized by the ODPP, it's going to look away. Not only will it look away, but something will have to be done about it. Because here what the statement we're going to follow that. The statement we're going to follow that is that tap in, because the whole call all mountain, you know, we're checking, you know. You know there's something going on, my G, man. Know what I mean? Yeah. We got the whole settings. And we got the two little princess them. You know there's something going on, my G. Up move settings, fam. Answer man, a reality. Anyway, upon the, you see most of them people, yeah, so the same sword them are prepared for other people, them are going to fall upon them same swords. And I guess the one thing on them fear too. Because them take the artist freedom of him behind the bars even though them know him innocent for fulfill whether it be political agendas or, you know, just bad mind overall, I don't know. But at the end of the day, them start to realize say, yo, this same situation might reach them. And I want, even though, you know what I mean, in the DPP case, she's a woman. And I think they moved from Fort Augustus. Place they are Fort Augustus no more. But them woman never want to see her. And I know she don't want to see them. Them woman they don't want to see her. And we know to his fair track record, I know she did poor people. But no, she don't want to see them neither. So some people realize say there will be consequences for the actions taken earlier on. So if you are the people who feel like so let me do what them do, say what them say, and there will be no consequences. Things have changed. And now them realize about wait. Some of you would have find yourself behind the same bars where we have put people for years. Now, it past the point of how it going to look. Now, reach the stage where we can call her one what them going to do. They will go find themselves a good lawyer too as well. And maybe they will go bring for them thing straight to the Privy Council stage too. Same sword them going to fall upon viewers and subscribers. Just look upon what I go on. When you think them run around crazy like headless chickens and try to create all different type of distractions. And the first in a long while, I have seen a public statement made by, you know, one of the teacher's attorneys. And it get the office of the DPP so enraged that they may have to also go for another program and address the matter publicly. And the statements where Isaac did I say, my ear Valerie say it, me hear Tom himself say it, and the man they are senator and the system, and him himself say it. We have heard numerous statements from other people right across the board saying that, yo, sometimes the corruption's so plain that we don't even like look. Because it's almost like we can just see it say, yo, when certain individuals get caught up with the law, it's either a slap on the wrist or nothing at all. It's just something where get swept under the rug. But not talk about it. People see it over there and know say it under the rug in the boat. But not talk. Or just carry on with life. So you look at almost the same situation, viewers and subscribers. One set of justice for one group of people and a different justice for a different class of people. Which is not right. Which is not right. Now my own personal opinion. I don't know about you. But know about me. If we are all living on this island, regardless of my socio-economical state, regardless how much money I have to spend, how much money I spend on the society, the same laws that govern me, that govern the land that I live on, should govern the land where you live upon if you're richer than me to see me as some feel. If we can't go over 70, in our 70 mile, in our 70 zone, you're not supposed to can go over 70. I don't feel so. If we have to line up to enter that particular building there, if you don't own the building, you're not on one of the shareholders for the building, you have to line up like anybody else. And if it's a public place, it's a place where we all have to go, like the bank. If we have to line up, even if me just have one couple million in the bank, and you have a whole heap of billions in the bank, the whole of you line up, in response to how you feel like say. Not because you have billions in the bank and me only have millions in the bank, means say yo, in a situation like we are going real right currently, you must skip to the head of the line because you have more money in there. You're mad man, the whole of you have to line up and you have to join the line too. So that means say if you just walk on, you have to go way to the other end. Now I mean, you have to go way to the other end of the line. And that's how I feel. So the same laws that govern one individual should be the same laws that govern another individual. So it can't be one star laws for the rich and one star laws for the poor. Know what I mean? And that's my own personal opinion. You know, our life though, we're at the 46-minute mark. So the call lines open. Get the call lines are open. Feel free for call, share your opinion. Dancehall music updates. You know the thing on my G man, out move Jai here. You know the thing on One Nation man. What did you say? Yes, sir, the first court case we see them actually read out on the news. A reality man, I tell you say yo, when the case start, the initial trial, we see one of the biggest trials Jamaica has ever seen. We know that for a fact. The amount of people outside and we know that for a fact. But what me hear are receive confirmation say it was the biggest in the Caribbean diaspora. May I say wait. The entire Caribbean diaspora? We never know that. It's big. In reality. Yeah man, that situation, the entire world of them eyes upon that situation, in particular viewers and subscribers. And that's the truth. Now, open up the call lines once more again. 876-8160-789 is the number to call. We go see it on the chat. 8160-789, and that's the number to call viewers and subscribers. Drop it in the chat. So the ones that want to call in can see it. You know what I mean? We shall put in the description too, but true I say we are trying to bring the live or present the live as soon as possible because some people say them already check in and wait. And we have some good news too. Digital numbers. We now left on talk about it. The YouTube digital numbers. Guess who I lead? Guess who is still the most dominant streamed dancehall artist right across the board? This time I'm going to do just right it up on the platform. But right across the board, we are talking about Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes. You name all the platforms that you can purchase your songs from or stream your music currently. Vybz Kartel are lead. Vybz Kartel is leading viewers and subscribers. Yes, leading. I'm not talking about a small lead. Some other artists don't even did it. Some artists over here hype, but themselves don't even did it. They did it. What them do over there do? And nobody now listen and stream them track. Unless they're at the event as a patron. Most. You know the settings, touch. You know the settings. Liar Soldier 876 81 60 789. Let them see it on the chat. Let them see it on the chat, they know. And 9:49 and couple minutes. Ashley, that's me. Big up yourself. You know the thing, man. Freedom Street. Dancehall music updates a reality. But as I say this, we are still at the stage where the thing gets solidified. Because even though 81, well, give them the area code to 876 81 67 89. 81 60 789. Area code 876. Now, a real talk, but it's a dancehall music. Being the biggest and the most dominant fan base for an artist or that the genre has ever seen, I guess sometimes people get complacent. So people know see the track at, and some people still not go and stream the track. They will get the track, they will grab the track off of the iTunes, have it, but you know what I mean? That's the only way you get listen. I not consider as a stream when you are listening to the song that you have already purchased, because you don't own that track. You stream things that you don't own. So you stream, like how people that stream movies and things like that because they don't own these things. So, when we talk about tracks, when we talk about streaming, when we talk about digital numbers right across the platform, viewers and subscribers, the teacher do it again for another year consecutively. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I will never notice this, regardless of who gets awarded this and awarded that. In the music, in the industry. Nobody not top the teacher yet. No. Nobody not top the teacher yet. So there's something go. I just saw something go, my G. You man dancehall music update. I just one thing. 9 more minutes till we end the live though, people. You know what I mean? But as I'm saying, we are getting the closing arguments now. In my personal opinion, the DPP had no strong reason to refuse or to choose not to give the mobile devices. Because as I'm pointing out, experts have already testified that yes, it is tampered with. So I guess the only other play or reason where they would have for not selling it overseas is because them don't want the discrimination. Zach, up move my G, man, how I go on? Hey, me about to close all the call lines to you. Yo, when me see number in our chat, somebody get for calling before we close the chat, close out the call lines and end the vlog. 876 81 67 89 is the number to call. WhatsApp call. Now you know have to call it straight. WhatsApp call. Up move box them, you know the thing about my G, man. What they have put in work, man? So do the something, man, you know what I mean? I only can look out for the live again tomorrow at 8. You know? Yes, tomorrow at 8. We're there again with the live reasoning. Talk to it. Yes, liar, you know the thing go. Up move my G, man. And callers, that's the number in the chat right there. Because all who continue to support the channel, the super chat there. So all who want to support the chat via that way, just click the $ icon and just follow the instructions. Big up all the people who drop a comment, who drop content, who continue to remind us that this and that and way. You know what I mean? So just nobody now call in the night, yeah. I saw this something go. But at the end of the day, as I'm telling you, the delay look intentional. I'm gonna drop a video upon that soon and very soon. But in my own personal opinion, the delay looks very intentional. Yeah. Like them want to hide them corruption touch. Basically, I don't think we can say. And for all who I inquire about the promotions, because some people are asking about it what they are. Yeah, we're up and running now, so you know, DM we number they WhatsApp from early and we could talk business. So for all who have tracks so them want review, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just contact with you the mobile and if you don't get to it, you must get to that. So, you know what I mean? But with that being said, yes, this brings us to the end of another live. Big up all the people who pass through, all the people who check in, you know what I mean? Yes. Freedom is a must, viewers and subscribers. We'll not stop saying it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll not stop saying it till 2021 when the teacher is home and reunites with him family. No, we'll not stop saying it otherwise. Oh, move settings do fam. You know what I mean? Blessing and respect for you and yours. But first and foremost, I'm going to say this. For those who are new to the programming, you know what I mean? New to the channel, just a pass through. But yeah, when you like the reason, of course, when you like the point of view, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon. Yeah, man, I mean to get them turned on, man. I got to go on. Everybody kick in. So I go on freedom. I really talk man. Some of the ungrateful students, them I go, hey, but me ever find it ironic how the people them can study and try them best to be like the teacher and forward out and then I talk some things. But if you see how them you tell, them have the game the other way. Like a man they feel like say a wine make grape. And if you remember whose Kartel sang that from, and we see it in the chat. You know what I mean? But them have it the other way around. Like a man they feel like say a wine make grape. It's a big track from a teacher. Big track from a teacher. Boy, I beg for him life like kids make money at the kids making money at the stoplight. We put the Glock right up in him nose and the red light they be my back like. We some boy in a bad like. We don't know say act like. And they grow rough like Scotch Bright. Big track from a teacher. Big track from a teacher. You know the thing go. Know what I mean? I have another caller. You man up move settings caller you live.
Up move settings boss, you want to go on there then?
But they are going to hold them in my G, what to pray? Blessings and respect for that, man, my general, man. You know the thing already, man. In a real life. Them man, them a fight the teacher hard, man, and them a go out of them way for do it, you know. It's obvious to the public, you know. Yeah, them a try slope. Say, Sean Storm, check in. I big up yourself, Sean Storm. Freedom is a must, my general. Freedom is a must, my G. Big up the loyal zombie check in at the place, people. You know so what go on? I respect my G, man. You have to fight the fight while you have the strength to fight the fight. You know? Cause it's a certain thing some people I wonder why it not change. You know why it not change? Nobody not willing to go out and get up and go out there and say, make we try. There is strength in numbers, you know. Yes, there is strength in numbers, you know. But more while them says a small group of people change the world all the while. Because it start from a thought. Up move Sean Zombie. Out there. You know what I mean? Up me I look forward to see all of the ones them. I link up back with them family. You know what I mean? Some people are talking about it just from the music aspect or the song them and the rate them. We don't already argue with the music or we love and appreciate. We just want to know out the road and free from behind the bars and innocent youth and them can do this to any ghetto youth storm. You know there's something coming G.
Yeah man, I want to see the youth them on road man, cause a long time them I'm not the youth them not going like them man, shit them on them cause them know the right and know the right, you know.
You see go on, is I'm tell them I feel like say that some other people would have played some outside role was say yo, sink them individually. Try to sink them individually. That was the aim. You know what I mean? Blessings man Stormer. We not stop putting the work man G man, you know what I mean? And we have some more go drop on them too. Cause here we go on. Them not like when the situation highlight in the storm. It's when Isaac recently go there and talk with the people them Did that already imagine in their mind? Because some people that say, oh, what go on the process? Oh, we not here say, oh, the thing reach over the UK and the thing sort out and, you know what I mean? The man them a forward on by next week. People that wonder. So when Isaac go out there and I say, yo, nobody feel like say we not push the process. Nobody feel like say the transcripts them not get typed out. Nobody feel like say we not file the necessary documents. These people refuse to shove out the mobile device them so that we can proceed with the court proceedings. Them a try cause a delay. I see the play. I see the play. I will not stop on the fire till it red pan them. You see, from the initial trial, the man them forget free from the initial trial. I saw me see it. Remember, you know, nowhere in the world, and Gaza nation, they all over the world. Nowhere in the world, nobody can tell us that they ever see something like this take place. Nowhere else in the world, nobody say they ever see this take place. What you know? No evidence. Whether it be forensic or physical. And them say them are going to rely upon digital evidence. It's the storm they're alive right now. The man them say storm phone, you know. The man them say, yo, them are use digital evidence. Them say storm was the individual who pick up an individual and carry an individual to X. Them say, oh, them know this because of storm phone and the text and the message them and the way. You know what the experts them say? During the timeline when them say all this take place. Sean Storm phone they are Portmore and they are Portmore with him phone, you know. So when them say, it's almost like them say me and you link up and we go deal with that thing half a tree. But when them say that go on, me they are my yard like how me they are my yard now, and you they are your yard like how you they are your yard now.
Yeah.
And them say we deal with the thing. So the same evidence with them realize that them use for convict Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm and all of the co-accused, them realize that the same evidence we're going to free them. And that's why them are go so hard.
Yeah, man.
As we Storm say right there in the chat, if the case was to be tried in our first world country, it couldn't reach trial stage. No prosecutor nowhere in the world wouldn't bring this to no judge, and no judge wouldn't accept it in our first world country. So the corruption I locally, I will not stop talking about it. I have some people know how to talk about it, you know, but the situation is serious because as I'm going to point out, it might not happen to you particularly right now. But with a system like this, it could happen to anybody. Your friend, your family, your brother, anybody, it could happen to.
That's your own.
So when I see a situation like this, I see some people are talking about like them, I feel like say, yo, the situation is not a real situation where it's a concern to each and everybody who reside on the island right there. So the system need for change, man. Them draconian laws they can't work. They can't work. We're tired of that, man. Them laws can't work, boy.
I will take this as a warning to anybody too, because if them do it and get ready, they will do it to anybody else, you know, because enough innocent to the GLC and
whole heap of innocent. Remember saying, I think earlier on in the year, them find two Ella, you know. Ella way up in the age. When them run them file, them man they never did for their prison, you know.
I think one of them must be 81.
Man never did for their prison, none at all, you know, man. You see how long him there for? How much other youth are go through the same fate right now? The system needs to change, man. We have to ever change on the system, man. It have to start somewhere. And some people have,
We have to dig them out, man. We have to get them out of the system.
yeah, man. It have to start somewhere. It have to start somewhere. So we are play our part from right here, so right now. I highlight the situation so the people them can see it for what it is. Because you are going to sometimes certain case, them use the media, you know. Because so when the trial is in the initial trial, you know, I realize them they use the media and I put out propaganda information. Meaning say, who say propaganda? We use it as how the word was intended for use. Them put out false information on the media for persuade the public. For the public feel like say, but wait, the man them guilty for true then. Because if this go on and that gets say, and the phone has said this, and the phone has said that. Cause remember them time they wouldn't have no expert witness where I tell you say, but wait, you can't retrieve these so-called voice notes without tampering with the evidence and have to split them and join them back together. There's no way you can retrieve it off of these mobile devices. You know, see WhatsApp mark encrypted. How you feel like it's just a word that come up for no reason at all. Encryption is an encryption. A real something. So if you get it, you have to go past the encryption. So you have to get the code, you have to get the data in a bits and pieces, you have to get it in a fragments, and then you have to do a put it back together. So you know, could have left out where you want, left out and add in where you want, add in, stir up the pot and bake it and present it to the people. And that's what them do. That's what them do, my G. So, I don't like how I say I take place. I don't like the facts that them I try persuade the public, like, them want to convince people, say, yo, our next generation of youth must grow up in a Jamaica and feel like, boy, I just saw life going on. You're innocent, you reach this, so they must do what they want with you. I will move forward. And then they want to tell you about vote. And they want to tell you about income tax. And they want to tell you about this. This can't work. They want pay taxes like a first world country, but there's no first world justice. We can't understand that. We pay taxes like any other first world country, but there's no first world justice. No man, this can't change, this can't go on. So.
If you say you look over the people, you see the people.
It can't make no sense. It can't make no sense. You know? It can't spell sense.
Well, them are going to show them happen. But that's justice system for Jamaica. That's showing them happen.
No. It's not supposed to happen. The greatest thing though, as I say, our highest court is not locally. Our highest court is based in a first world country. Now the UK. So just look forward to see freedom. Freedom Street. It's a must. That's what them never want. That's why them a try impede the process. Them no want the thing reach to a first world country, but them can't stop it. We already over there. Them try to delay with the phone. We file with extension. We get to extension. What them a gonna do now go work? What them a gonna do now go work? You know what them they feel like it gonna happen. Then they feel like so we never do get the extension and it'll get short and yeah, I know what them a gonna try. I don't know what them a gonna try, but we know so all light a go fail. We know all light a go fail. Cause evil can't prosper. Them a go out of them way. Them a go out of them way. Yo, she go out her way, man. You know what I mean? And then when I see she reach the settings where at the time for she retire and the Governor General give her extension too, so that she could have continue to be the DPP. Me I say, yo, then something I say in the car, oh, poor people are cry for a change. I want to tell we say, no, there will be no change and more of the same. I can't understand that. Oh, we are cry for change. I want to tell we say there will be no change. Can't understand that. So I realize, say, yo, you know, say, them people are, it's clear now, and it's almost at the point now where they've not tried to do it sophisticatedly again. They might do it brawling, middle day. A brawling middle day settings now, the corruption just brawling and middle day, so it just look a way too more, it just disgusts me. The fact say, yo, is them they've not tried to do it neat, like them a say, yo, me not intelligent enough to see the play. It's almost like them a disrespect me intelligence. Cause them a say, yo, them people, you know, no matter what me do, them can't understand.
Cause to them people say them are the law, then I'm busy about nothing at all.
Make sure say, hold on them G. Make sure say when you check out the new track, you know. Sean Storm and Bobby Six. It out now. You know what I mean? Yeah, all digital platforms, right this up on the platform. We are going over there to stream it right now, my G, after the live end, and we're going to share it. You know the something, my G. One Nation.
Yeah. So, man.
Execution of the G6 rhythm.
Yeah.
Up move, my G.
Yeah, man, alright. What time tomorrow live on?
8 o'clock tomorrow we are jump on the live, my G, man, you see me? So the ones them can know, say every 8 o'clock look out for the live, we there saw all the live reason, you know there's something go already.
Yeah. Alright, man, make up yourself, yeah?
Alright, I up move, my G, man. Blessings and respect, my G. Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, my people. And that brings us to the end of another live, you know what I mean? So make sure, say, I'm gonna check out 7 new track. Imam Bobby 6. You know what I mean? Yeah, the execution. J6 remix. You know what I mean? The track bad for real. Yeah, it all on the platform. Over there we are going right now. I'm gonna see around a free world boss and all co-accused. Big up and bless up Sean Storm for drop in for the reason, you know what I mean? And come show we are strength. You know the thing got one nation, the loyal zombie. A freedom, and freedom is a must. Cause see around a free world boss, and all co-accused, Siva, Madsu, Skyro. Big up yourself, Archie. Zap, big up yourself. Gaza, big up yourself. Sound, big up yourself. Gaza, Tug, big up yourself. You know the thing, man. A one nation, man. And we out here, man. I go and put in the work. I talk about the subject matter them I need to get addressed. Sound Kuta, you know the thing, man, my G, man. So until the reason again, you know the thing, go. Yes, Joshua. No ladder we don't need, you know what I mean? Yeah. Up move settings, my fam. Touch big up yourself to set speed.